What is going on, everybody? It's Friday. We have made it. The weekend is here. Got my guy Nick here with me. What is going on, man?
What is going on? It's a beautiful Friday, getting ready for the weekend, ready to have a big Friday and bounce back from yesterday.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got a guy Nick. I got Nick in the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, yesterday was a very good day. And yes, definitely have a deal before I share everybody, and we will be getting to that soon. Patty, what's going on, man? Give it to the people. We will have to give it to the people. Got Zach in the comments. What's going on, man? Yes, sir. Let's have a big weekend. J-Bo, nice to see you as always.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, man. Just a little recap of yesterday. Ended up going 8-3. Ended up being a massive day. As far as our best bets here on the show, we actually swept those. I had the Denver play there. That one just got there. They played a horrible first half, but uh, but but they did end up getting there. And then you had the Sixers, right?
Sixers, yeah, minus 2.5. That one was sweaty, then not sweaty, then sweaty, then not sweaty, then finally we hit. It was just a back and forth. The Sixers would build the lead, give it up, build the lead again, and they just kept giving up, and they just never played a full game throughout. But they ended up winning, which was good as I thought they would, and they were able to cover that minus 2.5 line.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, Jabo is actually on time. But yeah, guys. Yeah, man. I say we get right into it here on a Friday. Let's start off like we normally do. Start off with a little NBA action. First game we have Cleveland is going into Detroit. Cleveland 37-23 on the season. Detroit is 43-14. Both of these teams are playing very good ball. You see the Pistons; they are favored here. The favored by 6 at home. Total is 227. Um, Man, we talked about the Pistons. It was a few days ago. Um, I cannot remember which day it was, but we said it was a game where the other team they had guys who were actually going to sit out, and it seemed like they were just going to punt that game.
Mhm.
And that's what happened. Except the Pistons, they kind of seemed to sleepwalk through that game. They like knew that they should win that game, and they really weren't challenged. Well, tonight I think with the Cavs we have the same thing going on here. To me, it looks like Harden. I think there's a good chance actually he actually sits here. Um, and yeah, like I was saying, the Cavs kind of seem to punt even this game. The difference here to me, what I'm thinking is since this just happened, I think the Pistons come out tonight and they come out with a little more fire. And just want to go out and go ahead and get the job done. So for me here, the only way that I'm looking is definitely on the home team side. Maybe even a little first half play here. Um, but yeah, that's definitely the only way that I am leaning here. What are you thinking?
Yeah, I'm kind of on the same boat as that. I think the Cavaliers, they've kind of been dealing with injuries, and I feel like they don't really care about this game because they play the Pistons at home. Literally, it's Pistons, that's Pistons. So they'll play them at home on March 3rd. That's probably the game they're gonna look forward to, just to kind of give their main guys a couple more rest days to get ready for that game. They play the Nets. I mean, that's not really an NBA team, so they don't need their guys for that one. So they're probably gonna give them, the big like Harden, even Schroeder. They like their backcourt might not really be what their starting backcourt is. I'm on the Pistons here. They probably want to get this game over with quicker. Like I like that bet. The Pistons minus three and a
Yeah,
half first half,
that's the way I'm
just to
like.
kind of not have to deal with what they did with the other game, where they kind of had to play almost a full game. Uh, with that being said, I'm also gonna be on Cade Cunningham points again. over 24 and a half. I feel like it's just one of those games where he could just make his MVP campaign even stronger. If he could get 25 and 10 or 30 and whatever, he's building a strong resume to say, hey, Pistons are the first team, the number one seed in the East. They got Kate Cunningham, and some of these guys are really close to hitting underneath that 64 game marker, and he's right there. So he could probably use this as like I call sometimes a stat day, where dudes just build up their stats. So that's why I'm on Kate Cunningham points here as well, and Pistons all over the board.
Yeah, man, we're definitely on the same page here, and just like I said, um, I think they come out tonight and kind of just go ahead and get the job done.
Hmm.
So this would be one if you do like the Pistons. This could be a good alt game,
Yeah,
like the Pistons, like
21 plus.
minus.
Okay.
Hey, you could,
I can see
but,
that.
but actually no, like at least like sell it up to like 9.
Yeah.
Um, and maybe even a little less, more than that though.
I also do slightly lean over Durant boards here. Uh, they don't have Isaiah Stewart still, so he's gonna have to do a lot of the majority of the down low work. So he'll probably I like that a lot too.
Huh. We may not get the injuries we're thinking. If it's down to 5.5 on actually DraftKings. Um,
It's -6 on FanDuel currently. Um, it probably has something to do with Harden, I would say. I would say
it has to be.
Harden would be the guy that kind of sways. Mitchell's already out. I mean, Harden doesn't like missing games. That's one thing about Harden. He'll play if he could, but I know he's dealing with I think something with his thumb.
Or like
Uh,
wrist or something like that.
yeah. So we'll see. I mean, sometimes Harden plays and he doesn't really care. I'm still on the Pistons here. I don't think like if they go down early big, they're not gonna let Harden play a lot of minutes. I mean, if they're in the game, they're in the game, but I'm just thinking the Pistons try to close this one out, especially quick without Mitchell on the court.
Yeah, totally. As far as tennis, it looks like the Rublev match just got finished, and we had the over there. So that was a nice winner there. Just to update everyone that is in the VIP. Yeah, man, we're gonna move on. Move on to the other ESPN game tonight. We got Denver going into OKC. Denver 37 and 32 on the year, just coming off that win off or over the Celtics, which ended up being a really low scoring game. And then you got OKC, man. And you know a little bit more about this game than me as far as what's going on. So I am going to let you go ahead
Yeah.
and take over here.
So Shy is back. This game he's off the injury report. They're playing. And normally when dudes come back, they usually play about 20 to 25. I'm assuming for a player like him, it'll be 25 minutes. They're not gonna let him play less than that because it just doesn't make sense. Uh, so he's back. The Thunder have been playing very well without him competing, being in games they shouldn't have. I think when a player like that comes back into the game, especially a ball dominant player, the role players' production actually goes down because they're not in a rhythm flow of the game like they have been without him on the court. So I'm actually looking at the Nuggets +8. I just feel like his first game back, the role players are probably not going to be in a rhythm again like they have been because he's such a ball dominant player. He's a very good half court. He might even have some rust. So I'm leaning towards the Nuggets +8 here. Um, Another thing I want to touch on is Jokic over 11 and a half rebounds. He's hit that 9 out of 12 times against the Thunder. So that's a play I'm on as well.
Man, yeah, there's why I was wanting you to talk about it because this number just seems big to me, man.
Hmm.
It's definitely one I need to look into more, but this number, it just seems big. Um, Nice to see Bruce in the chat. What's going on, man? Yeah, the actual team like total over. That did end up getting there for us. Uh, our guy is asking how do we like SGA
I'm
assist.
I'm staying away from him until he's playing. I have a rule where I don't bet players on minutes restrictions.
Yeah,
I know you can find value there. Personally, it's just for me, it limits what I'm looking at. So I just stay away from players that aren't going to be playing their full rotational minutes as they should. Just a personal thing. Is he going to get the assist? He might. I don't know the line. I'll pull it up real quick. Um, but I think in this game,
should
he's
be
probably
low.
going to look to shoot a little bit more to get his shot, like to get him in a rhythm again. I'm assuming what's his line at? 6.5. I feel like that's high because he usually averages a 6-ish. I guess that's not too bad, especially but on a minutes restriction. If he is, I'm assuming he will be. I'm just gonna stay away.
Makes sense to me. Definitely feel the same way there. Well, man, I think it is time we get into a little college basketball. Um, First game we have up. We're going a little bit off the board here. We're going to go to Yale. They are taking on Cornell. We have Yale. They're on the road here, laying 4 points. Total is 165. It's actually Yale team is really good, man. They can really shoot the ball. They can really score. They have some. It's just a really fun team to actually watch. Um, as far as Cornell goes, they they're simply not as good. As far as as far as their defense goes, man, they're like defense is just really bad, but they also play extremely fast. Um, and for me, that is a combination here where I think this total is a little too low. This is going to be my first I should play the show. Give me the Yale Cornell over 165. As far as the Yale side, as far as their team total, I kind of like that also. Let me pull it up, see what it is currently.
I think it was
It
like 80
is
something.
84 and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah, so just asking them to actually get to the 85 points here, I think that is very doable. Um, with like the pace that's most likely going to be played here, they could easily get 90 plus. And actually, that's what I am banking on here. Um, so I mean, yeah, there's really not much to say about it. To me, this like number's off. I think this total should actually be 171. So I'm definitely showing a lot of value here. Nick, what are you thinking, man?
Yeah. Cornell plays at the fastest pace in the Ivy League, like you said.
Yeah.
They're the number 9 scoring offense with 88 points per game, which is insane in college. Um, and Yale is really good team. Uh, they're probably going to make the NCAA tournament. They're probably the best team in the Ivy League. Uh, with that being said, Cornell is fighting to get into the Ivy League tournament. And I think this is a game that they would like to at least be in, not get blown out. And they're going to be doing anything they could to keep the game close. And realistically, Yale should be a higher number. But I think Yale already knows they're making the tournament. They're kind of maybe might take, might sleep on this a little bit. I'm gonna kind of take a chance here. It's not one of my favorite plays. It's just I'll call it a lean. I'll go Cornell plus 4.5 here. 'Cause I like teams who are hungry and want to fight to make it into the tournament.
Okay. Well, Nick thinks that actually Cornell can actually be an active dog here. And as far as
Hmm.
the over for maybe on the full game over, that is what I like. It's what I like to hear. Zach is saying it's 164 and a half right now. He's already grabbed it at 165 and a half. I mean, that's up to you, man. If you've already put the full stake, like I wouldn't put more. Because that number, I mean, it's actually just a point off. I don't really think that's if you're gonna
Yeah,
if you're gonna
you should
ladder
get like
it.
a 3 or 4 if you're
I
gonna
was about to
ladder it.
say if you're gonna ladder it, like I would actually go the other way and actually ladder it up and actually not. just take a 1 point down. Actually, that makes sense there.
Yeah. That wouldn't. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Bruce, what's going on, man? Do you like the Miami Ohio over? I like the Miami team total over if you were gonna play it. Um, this is one they're like games as far as their overs. I definitely like to like kind of like target that. But in this spot tonight, I really just don't trust the other side there. But so if you want to play the over, I would single that out and I should just play the Miami team total over. Man, it's time. It's time to get into the game of the night. We got Illinois. They are hosts here, and Wolverines are laying minus 1.5 points here on the road. Total is 157.5. This is going to be a good game, man. You know what? Neither one of these teams I would say is playing their very best currently. But actually, like both are definitely really good. As far as Michigan, as far as actually their offense goes, everybody talks about how like good they are, and they are very good. As far as my efficiency ranking there, I have them ranked third. So obviously the offense is very good. But guess who I have ranked number one?
Illinois.
Yeah, that is the other side here. So as far as both of these offenses here, should actually both actually have a good day, and this is one where I would love to play the over, except I don't I'm not sure the pace is going to quite be there, um, and that's what's keeping me off of actually this one here. As far as the Illinois side, as far as just my numbers, just actually raw numbers, I actually lean towards them here at like home. As far as this Michigan team, though, don't really want to bet against them, especially when at the number here you're asking them to just win. Um, so I can see two like sides of this. Um, I really think that this number is actually priced well. I know this is the biggest game of the night, and everybody wants like picks on it, but I like don't have anything though. I just really think it's lined well. Um, if it goes to a true pick game, then I'm probably gonna hop on the Michigan side. Um, and actually, then again, if it goes the other way, and if I can get Illinois at +3 or more, then actually I would hop on there. So basically, as you can tell, this is a very tightly lined game. I just don't really see any value there. Nick, do actually you see anything here?
Yeah, I'm on the over here. I just think both of these teams are going to be the score and get what they want. Michigan wants to score in transition; those are quick buckets, and Illinois is going to shoot the three, which always helps the over. Um, Michigan's going to be susceptible to giving up threes because they prioritize protecting the rim with their big centers. So Illinois is gonna be able to get up a lot more threes, and I feel like transition points and threes is how you hit overs. And I'm on the over here. I feel like both teams are just gonna keep scoring until one wins. If I had to pick a winner, uh, I think this is a good game for Illinois uh, to win. I like the value on them with the plus money. If you think it's gonna sway in the other way, you could get a better number. I would wait. If you think it's gonna sway towards Michigan, I would jump on it now. I do think Illinois. Like you said, this is priced right. If you want to pick a winner, I'll lean Illinois. But my best bet is definitely the over, and I'm probably gonna take it.
Yeah, man. I'm like telling you, I'm like right there. Like if this number falls any, then I'm probably gonna jump in. Um, I just need it to be a little bit lower here. We have actually Bill in the chat. What's going on, man? Glad to see you here. Illinois State game +2. Yeah, as far as the side, like I said, that's where I'm would like to lean to. It's just not enough there price wise for actually me to really jump in. But no, this is definitely where I would lean though. Um, yeah, guys. If there's any games you would like us to actually go over, now is the
Did you
time.
get the parlay? I emailed it, I believe.
Yep. If you just want to talk about a game for a
Yeah.
second, I will.
I got you. No, I kind of already gave out the two plays. If you paid attention, it was Cade Cunningham and um, Jokic, 12 rebounds. Uh, Both of those are on the parlay. The last one I want to talk about is Carl Anthony Towns, 20 plus. I don't know why I like betting this dude, but there's a reason why I like betting him today. He has some crazy numbers against Miles Turner. Whenever he sees Miles Turner, he likes to go off. He averages 25 points per game against him. Getting him at 20 plus at plus money, I find extreme value. I know he just came off a down game, but let me tell you, I am in the New York, New Jersey area, and he has been getting crucified since that game. They were asking why he didn't shoot more. Why is he playing like this? Why he go 5 for 5 and not demand the ball? Um, I'm assuming he's a guy who listens to the radio, listens to the talk, and this is a good get right game. The Knicks need this game to kind of stay within the top four. And this is one of those free wins, and Cat needs to be a big part of it. And that is the parlay. Cade Cunningham 25, Cat 20 plus, and Jokic 12 plus rebounds.
I like it there. And as you can see on the screen over at FanDuel currently, you can get that at plus 470.
Mm-hmm.
Pick that up for just one more second, everybody to see that. Then we'll get into a few questions here. Zach is asking Denver OKC total under. Let me see. Let me pull
233.
that game back up here. Yeah, we got a 233.5 here. I mean, they've definitely both been trending over. Both are actually 7-3. They're actually last 10 to the over. Denver, besides whatever that last game was, like I said, that one to me, it actually was a Boston game. So, I mean, yeah, you could see it being lower scoring, but that was very low. I just did not expect that. But as far as Denver, I'm definitely looking to play their games over,
Mm-hmm.
or either actually not play them. So, no, I don't personally love the under, but that would be one that I would need to look into a little bit more. Um, Nick, what are you thinking here?
I would say I kind of lean the under because SGA is back, and I don't know his performance and what he's gonna do and how he's gonna affect the team. I know Denver doesn't really have the best defense, but I feel like his number is kind of when he asked me that question, honestly, uh, I didn't know the number. I was checking. It was like I was thinking, okay, this sounds like a 226, 227 game. And then I looked at it and I saw 233. And I was just like, that's weird. So I do lean the under. Um, because I just feel like it's 233 is a lot of points. I don't see this game getting there. It has to be adjusted for the fact of Shy back. And if you've been listening to what I've been saying, I don't think he's going to be as effective as he normally would.
Yeah, I was about to say, actually now since I heard you talk that out, yeah, this isn't a game that I'm going to rush to go and actually bet the over on.
Yeah.
So yeah, J-Bo wants to hear about the Knicks and the Bucks. Got the Knicks here on the road. Their lane looks like 8.5 points. Total of 219.5. I'm just going to go quick here for myself. The side,
Mhm.
I would want nothing to do with that. As far as the total here, that is what I would be looking at. And I would be looking at the over. As actually, as far as Bucks games currently, I'm looking to play their games over. will this be on my card tonight? It might be. In this league, guys, my volume is extremely low, but this is my play tonight. I will go ahead and tell you this is what I'm looking at. If I do have an actual play tonight in this league, it will be the Knicks and Bucks over. But like I said, I do need to spend a little more time with it. But that is the only way that I would play this one here. Nick, do you have anything?
I'm on the Knicks here. Uh, -8.5. It's not a line that I like, personally. Uh, but I mean, you could find a parlay piece for -5.5, -6.5. I would definitely do that. The Knicks are a bully team right now. They will beat up on the bad teams and kind of struggle against the good teams. That's kind of their identity as of right now because they clearly can't beat any good team, as you've seen.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, so I'm gonna have to lean the Knicks here, especially against a bad Bucks team. And I think the Bucks have played quite a few games in the last couple of days, and they've been dealing with a couple different injuries.
Yeah.
I just don't think they're gonna be able to keep up with the Knicks, especially without Giannis being on the court. They've been relying on their young ball handlers, and the Knicks have wing defenders here. So they'll be able to slow them down with Kevin Porter Jr., Ryan Rollins, and Cam Thomas kind of dominating the ball. I feel like Mikal Bridges, Josh Hart, OG Anunoby will kind of slow them down and make this a way harder game for their young ball handlers to kind of control the game. They should just open it up. If Cat plays his game and Brunson gets his shot, it should open it up. And I mean, honestly, they should win by like 15 to 20 points here. But I mean, if you tell me that they back the Bucks backdoor cover, I wouldn't be surprised either.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why I decided here. Like I said, I just want nothing to do with that. Well, guys, if there's no other questions currently, you know what time it is. It's time for us to get into our best bets for this Friday. Nick, I'm going to let you go first, man.
My best bet is going to be Cade Cunningham, 25 plus. Uh, I will, and he's just one of those dudes. If you give me any good number underneath 25, at least this season, I'm looking to take it because he's fighting for the MVP, I feel like, and he knows people have been talking about it, so I'm sure he hears about it, and he knows he's kind of right there, especially with his team being in the 1 seed. He could make a very strong case to at least, if not win, but put himself in that upper echelon realm of NBA players.
Like it. Definitely like that one. Guys, before I give my best bet, like as everybody can tell, we've been running hot, man. We've been running hot this entire month. It's been a huge month. Now we have March coming up, man. It's gonna be another big month for us where there's a lot going on. We do have a special for you on this Friday. If you're on YouTube, it's actually right here below us. You can actually get a full month of all of our plays for only $7.95, guys.
That's
Um,
value.
I'm about to say that's a
If you
deal.
guys are looking for value, what is that, like cheaper than a Starbucks coffee right there? And
Yeah,
you could 20 times your money.
yeah. So definitely take advantage of that, guys. Um, and yeah, so for my best bet, I think everybody knows probably where I'm going here. I'm going to that Yale versus Cornell Big Red game. Give me the over 164 and a half. Really like that one there. Zach saying, yep, been extremely hot. Yes, sir. Patty, you are speaking my language. Baseball's back in March.
Pitcher props, pitcher props.
um, March, there's a lot of actually, as far as actually basketball goes, I mean, that's what everybody's really looking forward to. But everybody knows this show was built as far as a baseball show, though. And everybody knows that is where my love is. So yeah, it's definitely going to be a great month, guys. So definitely looking
Home run
forward to
parlay.
it. Yeah, that's right. Well, Nick, if there's anything else you would like to share, go ahead and do it now. We're gonna get out of here.
Nah, man, let's fucking win. Let's have a great Friday.
That's right, guys. Hope everybody out there has a great Friday. Like always, let's fucking win. See y'all later.